What's going on, guys? So I want to talk to you about a controversy of the Gran Turismo Sport Olympics that was just posted yesterday. Now, this race wasn't live, that was posted on the Olympic channel. I noticed that it was actually done about a week ago, and it was listed as unlisted, and then they had a live stream yesterday, so it wasn't live. Now, that kind of makes things a little bit worse about what I'm about to talk about. But now, before I get started, even tell you about this is not to take away anything from the people who finished the race or whoever won the race. I'm not going to tell you who won because I don't want to ruin it for any of you guys that haven't watched it yet. But there's a huge controversy that happened in this race that I really want to go over. And I kind of feel bad for Fraga. I'm talking about Igor Fraga here. I really feel bad for what happened to him here. And if virtual racing, virtual sim racing, or esports in general, if it becomes virtual, if this is something that we're going to have to deal with for an extended period of time, I feel that there needs to be more rules and regulations implemented, because this is just simply not fair at all. And that's why I made that thumbnail. It's just not fair. Like on my level, maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me in the comments below if you don't agree with what I'm saying, but keep in mind that I want esports to grow. I love it. I love sim racing. I love watching it. I find it almost more entertaining than real racing. So anything that I can do or any insight that I can provide to actually help the sport grow, I want to do that. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give constructive criticism, but I want it to be fair, not only for the racers, but also fair and more entertaining for the viewers. And this is something that really caught me the wrong way, and I want to see if you guys agree. So I'm going to play a clip right now. We're going to go over to the gameplay screen. I'm going to be, talking about it. I want you to watch what happened here, and then we're going to go over it. Okay, so here we are on the gameplay screen. Pay attention to Fraga. Fraga right now is in third. Now, he qualified third. Now, this is the second race. You can see it says race 2 on the top there. The first race, he came in second. So right now, Fraga is overall in second place. The grand final is going to be next after this race. So keep in mind, this guy's in second place, qualified third. Now, I want you to watch what's going to happen here.
Red lights on then. Race number 2 is underway. Good start from Mikhail Hazal. Igor Fraga pulls off, presumably with a technical problem, to the side of the circuit, but it's Hazal who leads then from Beauvoir, from Miyazono, as they come over the crest of the hill for the first time and head on the downward plunge.
All right, now you just saw that, right? You just saw that Fraga pulled right over to the side right there. Did you notice that? Well, he pulls over to the side. This entire race right now will be finished. Now, I'm not going to play it. So they just did 13 laps when Fraga pulled over to the side. Literally just completely pulled over. Obviously, there's some type of issue, right? We don't know what it is. Maybe it was like one of those bugs with, if you start the Gran Turismo lobbies, something's bugged out and it doesn't work or whatever. You would think that if somebody pulls off, especially the guy in second place, you're going to do a restart, right? Now that we know that this isn't live, why wouldn't you do a restart to kind of make sure the grid's right? So basically what happens here, they don't do a restart and they continue this entire race. All right, now we're going to fast forward to the end of the race here, okay? I don't want to tell anybody who won or whatever, so we're going to fast forward to the end. Remember, they continue that entire race. And now this is what the commentators have to say about what just happened.
But for the Brazilian there being Fraga, just because I am half Brazilian myself, we've just got to talk about him. After just seconds, he got disconnected from the race when he was in such good spot in second after the first.
Yeah, just very disappointing to see it. It's something that happens sometimes. You could see it right there again on the replay, and I'm sure Fraga, it's not done for him. He still can make up ground in this next race. I'm sure he was watching that race, picturing where he would have been, but you got to regroup.
Listen to
this. You got to get
this.
to that third race and see how many points you can corral.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Oh, he's out.
He was doing so well. He was in the best spot, second spot.
Did you hear that? Okay, so guys, did you hear that right there? So listen, they just said that he's out. That guy didn't even know that he was out. And then it's like, oh yeah, you just got to wait 4 more years for you to come back and do this again. It's going to take 4 years for him to do this race again. Guys, do you know how long 4 years is? I could literally be married with 2 kids and be happily divorced, and that would be about a 4-year time. Do you understand? You know what I mean? Like, that is so long. So not only was this not live, and they could have just restarted the race, even if it was live, I don't think that anybody would argue that you're going to take another 20 or 30 minutes to kind of get the internet connection going or kind of getting the race going to make it work. Because obviously he was in the first race. He came in second place. So they could have gotten to work, right? He pulls over immediately in the beginning and they don't even think about restarting it. Like, why would you not do that? So because of that, he was disqualified. He got a DNF and he was unable to do the final race. How is that fair? I don't understand how that's fair. How could this be an Olympic virtual series, and then you're going to take out that player because of an internet connection issue? Just think about that. I mean, this was obviously done a week ago, right? So, like, what if you were one of those players, like you were a competitor, and you're training for like a week to do this, and it just happens to be a really bad storm in your area, right? So Wi-Fi is like, you know, your internet's just down for whatever reason. Are you just kicked out? Like, can you just not participate? I mean, that's your ISP's problem. That's an internet service provider's issue. Like, I think it needs to be delayed. There needs to be more rules and regulations. What I personally think, they need to have something along the lines of 25% connection rate. So what I mean by that is, let's just say if the race starts and you disconnect before 25% of the race is completed, then they would do an auto restart. If you are in the race longer than 25%, then you would have to be, the race continues and then you just get screwed. Like, I think that would be fair. But the fact that they didn't even say go yet. I mean, like, they said go and he pulled off. He was having problems before the grid even started. Like, clearly, I saw a message on him on the live stream that said he couldn't see any cars on the track. So that tells me that there was like a network issue. I'm not sure if that's his internet dying, because if his internet died, he just would have dropped off and disconnected. But he pulled off manually to the side, which tells me that he was still connected to the internet in order to drive off to the side like that. So who knows what happened? But the point is, I don't think this is fair. I want to know your opinion. I want to know if you agree with me. Should there be more rules and regulations implemented into esports virtual series? I think there needs to be, because I want it to grow. I want it to continue. And I care about the drivers. I care about the people doing this and everyone involved in sim racing. So I want to see it do better. But if they don't change stuff like this, it's never going to be taken seriously, because, I mean, you never know what you're going to get. You know, you want to see like this awesome fight, this awesome battle, but you can't see it because someone gets disconnected and they just keep going with it, you know? So anyway, guys, sorry I took your time. I just really wanted to rant on this and tell you about what happened, just in case you didn't see it. Once again, I'll leave a link for this whole stream in the description below. Don't forget, streaming every Tuesday. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.